Well, we're thrilled here. We're here with Dr. Brian White, the president of WholeRen Group, the parent company to Ready AI. Dr. White, thanks for being here.
I'm most honored. I'm thrilled to be amongst all these students who are excited about their projects today. It's impressive.
It is a fantastic Saturday, July 28th, the first competition, WAICY 2018 competition. You have been part of your career has been in education for many decades. Then you founded WholeRen Group with Andrew Chen, and now WholeRen Group and its constituency is taking different turns and is having a diverse ventures being added to it. And you have also been part of this AI workshop that we have conducted as an educator, as a co-founder of the company, as frankly, you always tell me, also a student in some shape or form, and you have grandkids here.
Right.
Well, tell me about it. What have we done? What are we seeing? What should we be looking for in this competition and in this AI event that we have?
Well, the competition today is really a culmination of not just learning in school and support from the family, but it's like community resources coming together. I'm particularly impressed today. There's an organization in Pittsburgh called Boys and Girls Club of Western Pennsylvania, and they have diverse club settings, half dozen, but they have students from their non-school club here at the competition today, and they've been working for several weeks on their projects, and the kids are here excited. They came in on a Saturday. Many of them have had no experience with technology before, and yet they're informed enough and brave enough to come here with their idea and present it and actually program their Cosmo to deliver the goods. So it's very impressive.
You also have seen our participants, now that they're in the competition, in the past 4 or 5 days, you have seen them, you've interacted with them as they're building their projects, getting their stories together through teamwork, and they're really trying to figure out what they're going to be doing in front of the panel of judges. What do you have to tell them? What do you have to tell the parents about why we're doing this and what they should be looking for?
Well, I think as a professional and as a relative of some of the participants, I think one of the big surprises was the quality of teamwork, and that varied from team to team, and it varied from age groups. So it's a soft skill, but it's very crucial. Some of the groups, it was hard for anybody to give up the leadership role. Everybody wanted to be a leader. In other groups, there were kids who wanted to stay on the periphery, wanted to hide from responsibility. And I think all these kids to begin with are winners. And I think most of them are leaders in their own school and in their own classrooms. But bringing all these leaders together on a team was a different experience for them, and they had to learn how to master those dynamics as well. Whether you were 8 years old or 14 years old, the interplay of the human dynamics was fascinating to watch.
It's really interesting because you're right. Everyone in this business are winners, and that's extremely important. You and I had an opportunity to talk. I know you are a huge history buff. You know tremendously about the history of the city that we are in, Pittsburgh, the birthplace of AI at Carnegie Mellon. But you also gave us a very good lesson, not to me, but also to a lot of people, about this Renaissance, the Pittsburgh Renaissance from the 20th century to 21st century. Are we seeing with these types of activities, as we're getting ready for another revolution, industrial revolution, for a next wave of, if you will, jobs, opportunities, workforce, and frankly uncharted territory? How do you see that?
Well, I think it's a continuation of literally an explosion of innovation in Pittsburgh 100 years ago, when they invented many ways of mastering mass production, but it was in the old, we call it heavy industry, the use of mine doors, rivers, and using that power. And Pittsburgh became a very wealthy city for its inhabitants because of the innovation that flowed from the Industrial Revolution. And again, there's another innovation revolution going on, and this is part of it. So innovation transformed Pittsburgh's economy 100 years ago, and innovation is doing the same thing today. And I think it's critical to be on board with artificial intelligence, because I think at this moment that's the forefront of innovation. That
is fantastic. Dr. White, one last question for you for the first session, which is a morning session that we're having. What would you like to tell the people that are not here and haven't been part of this AI education for K through 12, what do you want them to know, and how do you want them to be involved in K through 12 AI education?
Well, I think artificial is a good example of a very valuable tool, but it does not replace the power and influence of a parent and a teacher. And I think the ultimate thing about making good judgments and developing important personal skills such as resilience can't be replaced by automated teaching. So this is not a substitute for good parenting. It's not a substitute for good thinking and educated thinking. So I think kids have to be very familiar with artificial intelligence as they move on in their educational career, but it's not a solution unto itself. And it's something that human beings must stay firmly in control of and make it a valuable servant for everybody.
We're glad to have you here. It's going to be a fantastic event. We look forward to another interview with you in the afternoon to also get your thoughts and inputs about what you're thinking about the projects, about the ambiance, about the judges, about the participants and the parents. Once again, thank you for being with us.
My pleasure, Ruth. Thank you. Thank you.